Eric joined Satan's Angels. Eric joined your channel War Thunder on Satan's Angels.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Good. Who is this?
This is Blakey. I was directed here by Dogger.
Oh, great. Welcome.
Hey, man, how's it going?
Good. I'm in a
Actually,
Sicily 3 right now.
Okay, so basically, I just I'm first, maybe second day into War Thunder Simulator mode.
Oh, okay,
So
great.
I'm not very familiar with it, but I am coming from Aces High, and that's kind of where I met Dogger. But I must ask, are you the same Dobs that used to fly with Sky?
Used to fly with Skyer.
Yes.
I never flew with him. Always against him.
Oh, okay. I think I'm thinking of Dobby then.
Dolby.
Maybe Dolby. Dolby. Okay.
Yeah,
my
he
bad.
was
Sorry
a
about
Brit. No, that's all right.
that. I know I've seen your name around in Aces High somewhere.
Yeah,
can't
I flew
quite-
there
probably-
about a year and a half,
Okay.
and then found this one and came on over.
Yeah, I honestly, I just kind of looked into War Thunder just simply because I could like lay in my bed and fly a plane with my mouse and arcade. And that was, like, perfect. And so I'm only like level 709s, and I think I'm researching tier 3 right now. But so I eventually finally got my damn stick configured. It took me hours to get it figured out.
Dude,
So I
yeah,
started playing, realistic mode, my joystick, like all ready to go, going to pwn some news with my BFM ACM, and I just get wrecked over and over and over again. And then I realized that realistic mode is not simulator mode like I thought it was. So I had to spend a whole day downloading the high-res packs, so here I am.
All right. Well, welcome.
But I know how to fly, but again, I'm just getting used to the mechanics of War Thunder. I'm still struggling on.
Yeah, no,
Sorry, go ahead.
the biggest thing with this is you don't have the icons, so you don't have any real judgment of closure. And so it makes everything very hard to judge. And then finding the right graphic settings so you can see the airplanes at a distance and see them when you start dogfighting is a huge issue. And so once you've set it up so you can see better, and you have to sacrifice a little bit of the eye candy to do that, then the game gets much better, in my opinion.
As far as I can tell, I'm good in that aspect because I'm using a television as my monitor.
I do the same thing.
Probably, maybe 20 inches. But I play on max, max settings. I don't really have a problem seeing anyone. I do, however, tend to lose them in a down, as they're going lower in terrain. But honestly, before I even have to worry about that, I've got to get my view system figured out because I don't have track IR. I'm just using relative view at the moment, and it's
a bitch. Yes, it is. I actually had to dig track IR out of the closet and start using it.
I do plan on getting it.
Yeah, so I use a mixture of the hat switches. So I use the hat to look around, and then I augment with my head, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. I have a hard time when I'm looking hard 6, maybe upwards a little bit. I have a hard time lining myself up for the shot, especially when I'm constantly trying to track them.
Yes.
I'll recenter and realize that I need to pull way more or pull way less, etc. And so that's where it's really getting me at the moment.
Yeah, so what I found was the cockpit references are way different. So I've been flying this probably right at a year now. And I'm just now getting where I can make the snapshots that I used to make in Aces High and Warbirds. So I think it's a combination of track IR and my head moving, and also the fact you've got no reference as far as the icons.
Yeah, especially I'm basically in a 109 exclusive pilot. And
Scuzzy Hades Blue 7 joined Satan's Angels.
Snapshots are so important when it comes to the 109s. So I can tell.
Scuzzy Hades Blue 7 joined your channel War Thunder on Satan's Angels.
Hello, Dobs.
Hey, evening, Mr. Scuzzy.
Give me a hand here. I'm sitting here in the hangar and I can't figure out how to get into an arena that's not, you know, where I right-clicked with you the last time.
Go hit the room list button.
The what?
Room list. Are you
realistic battles?
Nope, I am in simulators.
Where do I find that button?
Standby. It should be if you go to the top right of your screen, there's a little arrow that goes in and out. I think if you click that, you'll see enduring conflict or simulator battles or something of that nature.
All right.
And then if you're at the simulator battles, then there should be a button that says room list. I think it's in the bottom left, about a quarter of the way in. It's like a blue button. You hit that, and it pluses out the arenas.
You know, why is this thing so unintuitive?
Because the Russians made it.
No wonder we don't understand them.
You must figure it out on your own, comrade.
It's really close. I mean, holy shit, Batman.
I won't hold your hand. I expect you to do it all.
Yeah, the GUI, the interface is probably by far the worst. But once you get it set up, like it just will stay where you left it. So I never ever have to click back to anything other than to battle, and then I'm automatically in Sims, and then I go from there to room list and find one I can get in.
Alright, so now what do I need to do?
I am in an Enduring Conflict 3, Sicily.
So I'm assuming you're new to War Thunder too.
Yes.
Oh hey, now I don't feel so bad.
It's not allowing me to. It's not highlighted, you know what I'm saying?
It's not white?
Negative.
Okay, so you can. How many people are in it? If you click on it, it should tell you how many people are in it.
Looks like 3.
I don't think you're looking at the right one then.
It says Enduring Conflict Sicily.
You plus it out, and it'll say how many's on the Axis side and how many's on the Allied side. And is it Enduring Conflict 2 or Enduring Conflict 3?
Well, the one at the bottom is Enduring Confrontation Sicily, and it's got a 3 beside it.
Okay. And if you click on player, if you click on that and then click on players, do you see my name?
It's not white.
It doesn't
grayed
matter.
out.
You can still click on it, and you can still click players, and you can still see how many people are in it.
I'm not getting that option.
So you're left clicking on it?
Yeah, I've left and right clicked on it.
Hey, real quick. I know you just explained this. I didn't have my game open, but it's simulator battles, and then where do I find the room list?
There's a button that says room list, and you click on that, and it'll plus it out to all the different arenas for the simulator battles.
Room list. Now, is this on the little drop down after you click, right under a 2 battle?
Yes, there is a drop down there, but I believe the button comes up on the bottom left.
Like US. Yeah. Select servers, US.
No, it's above that. It should say like room list, and it should be like a light blue button.
It's to the right at the bottom of that.
I'm in the drop down where you choose air arcade, tank arcade, air realistic, tank realistic, simulator, and then assault air arcade, assault tank arcade, custom battles, events and tournaments.
Okay,
And
so
the
you
only
went,
other. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
do you see sim battles at all?
Simulator battles is check marked.
Okay, that's the one you want to go in. And once you get the simulator battles, you should have an option to do a room list.
The only thing I can think of you're talking about is the custom battles.
Nope, shouldn't be customs. It should be enduring conflicts. So when you first log in and you look at your airplane on the screen, at the very top, if you click to battle, what comes up?
Just says simulator battles, and then it gives you the option to click the drop down.
Okay, so when it says simulator battles, is there a room list button that illuminates somewhere on that screen?
No. I see everything that's on this little drop down, and this is everything, every little button, every word. It's the air, tank,
Yeah, no.
simulator.
So you're not deep enough yet. What if you just, can you double click into the air simulator battles? I think I know where you're at, but I'm not quite sure how to get from where you want to go. With simulator battles checked, on the right hand side there should be like a little yellow box, like tucked against the side.
The only yellow box I'm seeing is the reward once a day thing.
Okay, is there anything at the top right?
Negative.
Damn. See, I don't understand why interfaces are different. And you're on a Mac, you said?
No, I'm on
Okay.
Windows.
Okay.
I'll Google it, how to find the room list. It's probably there and I'm not seeing it, but I don't see anything that says anything about a room list. Somehow I ended up on google.com/Papua New Guinea. Is it squadron battles?
No. So with simulator battles, when you click the battle checked, should be an illuminated button top center of the screen. When you click on that, it should bring you into the sim arena where all the sim air battles are.
Oh my god, you you had to click to battle first.
Yes.
Okay. I got you now. I see it. I'm here. Okay.
Okay, and now you should have a room list that'll plus out all the arenas.
Oh, my bad on that.
No, that's all right.
Okay.
Scuzzy,
Stalingrad,
have you
Berlin.
done the same?
Yeah, I mean, I see all the enduring confrontations. I just don't see Sicily as an option.
Okay.
Is it the U.S. server?
I don't even know. Hang on a minute. Let me look at my ping. It is not going to be a U.S. server. It's going
It
to
is
be
a European server.
Yep.
I see it.
So at the bottom left, Scuzzy, you should be able to pick servers, and you want to select them all. And then maybe you'll see it.
I knew it wasn't crazy, man. I just was not seeing that.
No,
little button.
dude, it's not. Once you get it set up and you don't go changing it, then every time you log in, you're in the hangar, you click to battle, and you go right to that screen. And then you just got to expand the room list.
No, I've selected all.
Okay, you don't see an Enduring Conflict 3 Sicily that you can click on, left click on, and then hit player list. It would be in the top right of the little box.
Well, I see enduring confrontation Sicily, but I don't.
If you left click on that, it should populate. This should tell you how many people are in it, and then you should have a player list box.
Oh well.
No, it's not. I mean, I see other ones up there that are white. This is grayed out.
Now, it may be.
It's honest. It's because
full.
I just realized that I don't have a good enough plane to fight with him. You have to have a battle rated plane of 3.7 to 4.3, I think it was.
Yeah. Yes.
And my highest is 3.3. So if you're as new as I am or newer, then you're not gonna have that.
You bought the XP38 though, right, Scuzzy?
Yes, sir.
All right, then you should see it. It's just full right now, I think. Because when you click on it, it should tell you how many people are in it.
No, it doesn't tell me anything.
When you left click, it doesn't do anything?
Negative.
I have to ask though, it's not like D Scuzzy from Aces High, no?
No.
Okay, just checking. Alright, so I guess I gotta put a little more time into my F1 before I can play with you.
Copy.
Unless you can play on alert.
Yeah, you won't be. We won't be able to play together anyway because you'll be Axis and I'll be Allied because you can't fly. It's all historic plane matchups in simulator.
Oh, it's team based.
Yeah. So.
Oh. Oh well. So, damn, I forgot what I was going to ask.
Oh, wow, I see like the boundary of the map for the first time ever. That's funny. It's like a line on my screen.
You know, I hit this button, take part for Team A. It says you can't because there's lack of players for Team B.
Does it tell you how many people?
It says there's 14 on A and 11 on B.
Okay, so shortly, somebody may come in or go out. And when you do that, do you not see a player list option?
I don't see a player list option. I'm looking all around here.
If you click on the server, it's at the top right-hand side of the screen. Not the very top, but maybe 4 inches down, 2 inches to the.
I mean,
left.
I see players.
Yeah, that's it.
And I'll tell you who's in there.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Okay, do you see my name?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the one you want. You just have to wait for a room to come available.
Oh, I know what I was going to ask. Why does it want to charge me to fly a specific plane, but not charge me to fly another?
You talk about having spawn points where it says you have to have X amount before you can take it?
I don't know. It just said that I'd have to pay like 4,000 Silver Lions to fly the F2 or the F1.
Okay, so it costs you every time you launch a plane, but if you land it and relaunch, it doesn't cost you anything to get your money back, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay, awesome, good.
So if you land it or take off and die, then obviously you lose the cost of that launch. But in the big scheme of things, as you fly and start doing better, like last night I made probably 300,000 Silver Lions.
Damn.
But you can also do the Air Arcade daily reward to get boosters, and you want to fly with boosters whenever you know you're going to fly, so.
Yeah, I've been activating my boosters.
And the other thing is, like, if you know if you're going to spend time, consistent time flying, then it may be worth to get a daily premium account, or you just may go the hell with it. I'll buy a yearly premium account until I get all my planes leveled up. Because that boosts your research and everything else as well. Because once you grind out your aircraft, then you really don't need to do anything else after that. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I'm working my way through the 109s. I'm just trying to get to the G14 and the K4.
Gotcha.
Start your engine in this beast.
Hi.
Is it I? I thought it was E.
DNA's is high. It's high for me in this.
It's I in this thing.
Okay. Yeah, so I've already mapped everything to what I'm used to, so not gonna be much help on that.
I realize I'm just not used to anything in here yet.
One thing I'm really disappointed about as far as the 109s is they really didn't get the turn rate right, which I could understand why, because it excels in climb rate and max speed, and it would be really OP if they did, but still, it's hard having to change up fly styles.
Oh, they fly, man. They turn. I got the son of a bitch. Most guys end up rolling out because they lose sight, but the guys who turn them well give me fits.
I know one thing, I sure miss autopilot.
Yes. So the nice thing about the 38 is you can trim it up and, you know, put 10-degree up elevator and go AFK while it climbs hopefully away.
Yeah, you probably can't do that with a torque in the 109s.
No, it's going to roll you. And they don't have, at least I didn't discover it, a sweet spot where the trim tabs compensate. Normally they have the trim tab set so at a certain speed you have no stick forces. But I didn't see that in this game. It always wanted to roll left when I was flying 109s.
Now, I tried mapping my head movement, but I couldn't get it to work. Is that forbid in simulator battle, or?
What do you mean as far as?
Like up and down, left and right, moving your head position.
I don't know.
It's hard to line up some of the snapshots. I'm still struggling with that, especially when I'm turning in a certain degree. And you know, in this game, your your crosshair actually moves with your plane. So.
Yes.
Or I guess with your head rather.
Yes, it does.
And so when you're pulling, you know, a high G turn or in a roll, it kind of offsets it. And I just couldn't get the head position to work.
Yeah, I don't think it does in sim battles. I think you're stuck with the default position. You can't set it like an aces high.
Okay. Sadly, 3 of my buttons on my joystick don't work on my little Logi 3D Pro. But I think I've got it. I think I've got everything I need. I've got flaps, which I don't even haven't decided if they're crucial in this one yet.
You don't have flaps, I'll kill you in a heartbeat if you're in a 109.
Oh, I do have them, and I
mean, I'm just saying, yeah. And you'll blow them off too. They don't blow back in this game.
Yeah. I realize they also don't give you a cue when they're about to either. Or a sound cue, anyway.
No, they give you nothing. It's just pow, and you're like, what? And you do that with landing gear too.
But yeah, I mean, I'm liking it so far. I was just every sim game I've joined, there's been like 4 people. But I guess probably because I'm in the lower tiers.
You know, if I'm not sure what your work schedule is like, but during the day it seems like it's a lot more packed than it is in the evening.
Oh yeah, no, I work from 8 to 4:30 p.m. Central Time. So.
Gotcha. And if you get on right after you get off work, you'll probably find a lot of people. I'm chasing a P-38. Shame on me. Scuzzy, you're in the game, I take it?
Yeah. Don't know where I am. Don't know how to get a map up.
Amazon Mike. Yeah, I found Duggar because I was trying to basically just reaching out on the forums looking for some help because it's hard to learn a game by yourself.
Yes, we had one of our guys who was playing this on the side. Basically, he'd play this during the week and then go FSO because we were still all on Aces High.
Yeah.
And then he's like, hey, you really got to come give this simulator mode.
Cretan joined Satan's Angels.
I'm like, dude, War Thunder's, you know, arcade. And he's like, no, no, really. And so I came over. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. kind of how it was for me. I looked up a couple of videos because I thought, like I said, I thought realistic mode was simulator mode. So, you know, I
Cretan
looked
joined
up
your
a
channel
couple
War
of
Thunder
battles
on
sim mode. I'm
Satan's
like, wow,
Angels.
okay, all right. I guess this 9 gigabyte download will be worth it. Took all day, took a whole day and a half, but I got it. And I'm loving it.
Mr. Cretan, how are you doing this evening?
I'm good.
Cretan, I know that name.
Yep.
How you doing, Cretan? It's Blinky.
Oh. 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 Hey, Blinky. I'm just razzing you, bro. How's life treating you down there in Georgia, isn't it?
Alabama, actually.
Alabama, I apologize.
What part of Bama?
About 45 minutes west of Jasper. It's a little town called Winfield.
Everything going good for you?
Yeah, pretty good, man. Just getting into this War Thunder about my second day in sim mode, so.
Oh, yeah, I got banned. I don't know if you noticed.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I posted in your thread where you put "Thank you, War Thunder." I made a big long post about it, and I got banned from Aces High for life.
Holy shit!
The game
Did
too,
not know
or
that.
just
The game, and I got banned from the game, and also from the board.
Oh,
What
shit.
was it you posted? I think all I saw was C rule number 4.
Yeah, well, he took it out, but yeah, I can read it to you.
It was actually, it wasn't very bad at all. It was actually a comparison of pros and cons of each game.
Oh yeah, I think I did read that actually.
Yeah, I can read it to you. I
wait,
got a
what's
copy.
your-
I just can't figure out how to get it back on there.
What's your name on the forum?
Cretan.
Oh. I think I might have read it.
Yeah, that's where I put War Thunder has a better flight model for the 38s, the 109s, F4s. But the P-51
Oh,
is
maybe I didn't read it.
Gonna put. Well, I don't interrupt you guys' game.
No,
Never mind.
yeah, I'm listening, man. I'm just. Oh, I just got a kill, but yeah, I'm. Oh no! Don't hit the grab. Ooh. Okay, yeah, I'm listening.
Well, I can tell you right now, I
Yeah, go
prefer. I have played Aces High since the second week it came out, and I was a top tier pilot for a large number of years. I had squads and was in different squads, and I know pretty much every. I've met people in real life from the game many times.
Yeah, I recognize your name from a long time.
Matter of fact, I've given people joysticks and all kinds of stuff.
You also went as Fiat, didn't you?
I did. I was 69 Fiat.
I'm still using that Logi right now.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm still using it. I've
Yeah,
lost 3 buttons, but
That's the same guy. That's me.
okay. Damn,
So-
man, I
Yeah,
hate to
Cretan,
hear that.
Cretan took us under the wing and showed us inner workings of Aces High and said, here's how you fly in this game and here's what are the tricks. Because we would have never figured it out because it didn't make sense.
Oh, he gave me a lot of help, especially when I was stuck using my Xbox controller. I was giving him a run for his money in the 109F, but not enough. But now that I got the stick, I just kept playing, kept on, and kept on. Only people I have problems with nowadays: Joaquin, Violator, Anarchy, and Krapinski.
Well, out of that whole group there, Krapinski is probably the best of all that group.
I don't know, man.
I've dueled him hundreds and hundreds of times.
I think Krapinski and Joaquin, or Joachim as I call them, they come pretty close. Because I've actually killed Krapinski once. I went more battles against Joachim, and I never even got a solution on him. There was many times I could have killed Krapinski and I missed because his evasion is on point. But I feel like Joachim, as far as 1v1s anyway, I think he's a little bit better, but they're both just, I mean, they're top notch. I can't beat them at all.
Well, if I still have it, let me see here. See if it's still available. I'd have to find it, but I have got all private films where different people was training and going through things of the 109th. I'm talking about Nath, BDP, Joaquin, all of them, Crump, Daedalus, all of them, and all their tricks and tricks of the trade on the 109. It's pretty interesting.
Oh.
But I'd have to find. I can find it and email it to you. I would send it to you on the boards, but obviously I can't. Hey,
I
are
hate
you
that,
on
man.
are you on Facebook?
Yes, I am.
Are you on the forums, the Aces High forum?
I don't know if I'm on the forum, but I follow the main page.
Oh no, there's another page. It's Aces High.
You
No,
know
I
what's
don't
really
follow
bad? Is flying without your glasses because you left them at work.
That sounds
yeah.
bad. I don't wear them, but I could imagine.
The
Yeah,
world's
so-
a little fuzzy.
So anyway, Dobbs, Dogger posted a thing where he would tell High Tech exactly what he thought if High Tech wouldn't ban him or something like that. Yeah, I can't read it. I have to borrow a friend's phone to read what's going on the board because it logs it when I try to log in with my phone. Actually, when I just go to the site, it automatically tells me I'm banned. And I don't know how to get around it.
You can't. I didn't know I got forum banned until I followed a link looking at. I don't know what I was looking at. I was looking at something with a flight model, and I followed a link to Aces High forums, and nope. I was like, oh, that's funny.
Probably what got him was when I said the community isn't as toxic as it is in AH.
Well,
yeah, I definitely did read that one too.
I
Yeah,
know what
remember it
got
now.
me. And that was me when I posted, do they enforce any sort of standard for a ping time, or are they just content to take people's money and have a shitty quality game? And then I said, if you do enforce, I'd be very interested to know what the minimum is. And he said, PM me for the answer. And I said, I'm not going to PM you answer here because I'm just going to post it if you tell me. And so then he locked the thread, and so I opened up another one asking the same question, and then he locked the thread. Then I opened another one for the same question, and that's when he banned me.
Now, coming from somebody whose name was Blinky simply because his connection was over 1,000 ping,
See, I wouldn't let you play.
I could not relate. And now going against people that have high ping, I can completely understand.
Yeah,
'Cause
so
just yesterday, I was literally diving on someone at my 12 o'clock, and I heard hits register, and so, you know, so I could see why, but I'm definitely glad I was still allowed to at least fly, even if I didn't get any kills, because that's where everybody became to know me as Blinky, the guy that warps. So
How did you end up filing us in here?
I reached out to, what was it? It was in the forums. It's actually the comment that you got banned on.
Oh fuck! I exited and I killed
Um,
myself.
It was actually the forum that you commented on and got banned from. That I had asked, he had posted on there and said him and his squad is doing, Dogger is him and his squad has moved to Aces High, and I think I either sent him a message, or he sent me a message, saying that basically that I just wanted some help, not really anybody to hold my hand, but just a little guidance as far as the flight model and friends to play with, basically. And so he reached out to me through email, and I ended up downloading the texture packs that you need to play simulator mode, and here I am.
Cool. I enjoy it. I enjoy the no icon version of it. Realism.
Mm-hmm.
It is a little tricky to see at times. It's like any game. There's no such thing as a perfect flight simulator.
Oh yeah,
for
sure.
It's a simulator. It's not the real thing, but I enjoy it personally. And I was a dedicated, diehard AH guy for years.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe that he banned you simply because the fact, it's Cretan,
Yeah.
So,
So Blinky, I flew Warbird since it started, all the way up till we went to Aces High, which was probably 3 years ago. And one of the things we saw was the bombers and the ground vehicles take over the game where you couldn't find a fight in a fighter.
mm-hmm.
So they started catering to basically the checkbook versus the game quality. And so right now, if you go over to Warbirds, there's probably like 14 people online total, the entire arena, period. And so we tried to tell the game developer that this is a bad idea. Well, I see Aces High doing the exact same thing. And I actually PM'd them and told them, hey, I got some experience in flight sims that have failed and why, and I could tell you, that you're following the same track. They didn't want to hear it. Not interested.
Hey, wasn't Dell wasn't he part of Warbirds?
Yeah, Dale made Warbirds.
Roger.
He was bought out by Wild Bill Steely. So they were Grapevine, and then they were bought out and became IEN. And then Wild Bill made all of his money off of Microprose Apache sim, I think. So he thinks he knows what he's doing because they had a good team that made a successful game and they made an assload of money. But he really drove the game into the dirt.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing about Aces High. It is a community-based game. That's where the community draws the skins, they draw the maps, they come up with scenarios, they do everything that helps Aces High remain in the ability to play.
So Dogger and I were doing Warbirds flight models, and we redid all of the flight models where you had stall shutter. So as you approach the stall, you would get the shuttering effect. We had a effect for wingtip vortices, which they didn't want to put in. Just a whole shit ton of stuff. Airplanes actually stalled and lost altitude when you recovered them. And it was actually pretty neat. And for the first time ever, I got into a sync rate and an accelerated stall in a flight sim. And I was like, holy shitballs, this is awesome. Well, of course, you know, guys who are used to right-hand turn fighting everybody quickly were finding themselves torque snapping out when they approached stall. And the game quickly became, as they would say, too hard to fly. It wasn't too hard, it was just different. But anyway, it was all community-based, all the inputs, same thing. Skin drawers, you know, guys who were running events, guys who were doing flight models. Nobody was getting paid. And the guy was just too stupid to realize what he had. Dogger learned to code so he could effectively look inside the engine to see what the formulas and everything was doing for the flight model and found a shit ton of errors. And Dogger will also tell you that he really thinks that this game's flight model is based off of the old Warbirds flight model.
The only thing I can fault it on is on War Thunder is the rudder input and
not
and
enough,
negative.
right?
Do what?
Just not enough, right?
Just not enough.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But I've learned to cross control it differently. But hey, I'm going to jump. But Blinky, my name is Jeff Pryor. You can find me on Facebook. Send me a tell or a PM or friend request if you'd like. I have got a set of CH throttle pedals and a stick. I'm not very good electronically, so I haven't been able to make them work. My dad used them for years until he got crippled and couldn't use them. He said they worked. They won't work with my system. And he always played with Mac stuff, so I don't know if that has something to do with it.
Okay.
But
how do you spell Pryor? Is it P-R-I-O-R?
P-R-Y-O-R.
Alright, what's your picture of?
I think it's me and my family, but it might be
You
my
and your
truck.
beautiful bride, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
And you said Jeff Pryor.
Correct.
Okay. Alright, well, I'll
Oh,
shoot
yes,
you
me and my
over-
family.
I'll shoot you over a friend request. I think I've still got your email in my starred folder too anyway, so.
Oh, Roger. I'll send all this stuff to you. I'm getting ready to move before too long, so be a good time to get rid of it, send it to you. If you can play with it, if not, just pawn it, trash it, I don't care. You're welcome to it.
Well, hell, man, I appreciate that. I'll definitely try. If I can't use it, I can't use it, but I'd be more than willing to try.
Well, if you can't use it, don't send it back home. It's kind of like
Hey,
a puppy.
I'm still using this Logitech. As much as my surprise, I've had to take it apart and clean it once, and that's it. I've lost 3 buttons on the base plate. But that's because my girlfriend spilled a glass of drink on it, a glass of Mountain Dew on it. So, but hey, other than that, man, it still works flawlessly.
She's still your girlfriend?
Yeah, she is. I don't know why, but I guess.
So, Blanky, I will also tell you that Cretan is a great source of figuring out how stuff works. And he can explain things very well. Unfortunately, I got everything mapped, and everything is different from the stock setup. So people ask me commands, and I'm like, yeah, dude, I don't know. It's, you know, left pinky button on my throttle.
I'd never even be here tonight if it wasn't for Cretan.
See? Are you in the game?
Somebody killed me.
I'll tell you one thing I do love about this game so far. The planes glide so much better. Like right now, I'm probably about 400 feet from the runway, and I'm just gliding in because I'm out of fuel, and I keep forgetting to load.
Yeah, you
keep
probably
forgetting to load more
30
fuel.
minutes. 30 minutes is probably a good number to fly with. The stock
All
can
right.
run out really fast.
All right, gentlemen, y'all have a good evening. I'm out.
Be
Yes,
good,
sir.
Mr.
You
Creighton.
too. Take it easy.
See you.
Creighton disconnected from your channel. War Thunder from Satan's Angels.
So if you bail or ditch or what have you in this game, does it count as a death?
It does.
Good
If
thing
you're
I
close
just
enough
rolled
to the
in
runway, you're good to go.
I actually made it to the end of the runway.
You're
so
good. If it starts to repair and rearm, you're good.
I haven't figured out the brakes though.
I'm not sure what they are. I've got rudder pedals and the brakes.
Well, I'm rearming it. Oh, hey man, that's good. I just got 2 kills. That means I'm 4-0 so far. I might just taking my record. Of course, I'm flying a tier 1 plane against tier 2 planes though. But it's a premium plane and it turns better than all the 109, so I'll take it.
The other thing is make sure you trick out your airplane as far as the pilot goes, and do all the mods.
The crew?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
important.
Yeah, that's what I've been working on, especially the qualification, I think it's called.
Yeah, so if you are an Aces High guy and you no longer have an Aces High account, that's $15 you can throw, each month at that to get your guys maxed. And once you got a max, you don't have to spend any more money, if that makes sense.
I'll probably honestly never stop playing Aces High. I'll just go back and forth. Simply because Aces High is where it all started for me. It's where I know everything I know today. And I mean, this is coming from a guy who is I play first person shooters, man. I play games. I don't play simulators. And so I've been playing Aces High on and off since I was probably 9 or 10 years old. Even if playing the game consisted of flying a bomber 2 hours to a target and missing the target by 4.5 to 15 miles. I was just always back and forth, and then here in the past 2 or 3 months, I sat down and actually started learning how to fight. And within a month, I was catching up, and then 2
World
months'
of difference,
time,
isn't it?
it is. I mean, once you really sit there and learn your plane, learn everybody else's plane, push it to the limits, learn the tips and tricks, it really becomes easy. And like I said, I can't beat Kaprinsky, Joachim, any of them, but just about anybody else I go up against, they have a hard time with me in the 109s. But that's the only plane I fly. And then again, I've realized that if you master the 109s, you can basically fly any plane.
Well,
So-
it's basically if you learn how to fly your airplane well, and you consistently fly that airplane, you find yourself starting to excel in it.
Yeah.
Guys in here get highly pissed off when they die to a 38.
I get pissed off when I die to 38s and Aces High only because they start shooting from 1K out after diving from 20K when you're engaged with 3 other fighters. So,
Hell yeah, 450s in the nose, no convergence. Woo!
Yeah, so I despise the American planes, and that's exactly why, because the Aces High and they're skittish players. I can't stand the 50 cals. I really can't.
Well, in here, the cannon is king.
I'll be right back. I'm going to the bathroom.
Copy. Scuzzy, are you airborne?
I am.
Where are you at?
I don't know. I don't know how to find a map
M.
to tell you.
M. That help?
How do I identify myself?
You're a little flashing triangle. White. Outlined.
I am northeast, northwest of Gertani.
Okay, look at the side of the map and the top of the map. There's a number and letter. Like I am in Charlie 5 right now.
Alright, back. It's funny. The only reason I ever even downloaded War Thunder is because I was at work and I can window it to a very small size and just go back and forth when somebody walks by.
I'm in B2.
You're in B2? Ooh. Don't fly to B3 because you'll get shot by their airfield AC. And I am going toward the lake, which is in Delta 4 right now.
Unfortunately, I don't know how long I'll be sticking around in War Thunder, because Kropinski has talked me into buying IL-2 Stalingrad.
Nice.
So I think, honestly, I think I'm going to be going in between the three a lot just to keep them all fresh to each other. But it'll probably be a little bit before I can afford IL-2. I'll try to catch it on sale.
Copy.
But I'm liking this so far, mainly because of the eye candy. The flight mechanics seem a little more real. Weirdly.
So what they've done is they've muted the response a little bit. And as a result, you don't see any very weird and strange maneuvers that you saw like in Aces High with people cartwheeling and shit. And you also don't find guys doing the funky chicken very well.
That's one of the hardest things I have a problem with. It seems like there's a bit of a delay between my joystick and my plane, especially when I roll.
We say you're flying in very thick fluid.
Makes sense. The only problem is when I'm trying to line up a shot, especially behind somebody.
Yep, so use rudder to help initiate roll. So if you want to roll rough, to go full left rudder and throw the stick over, and that will help. And also be advised in a right-hand turning fight that the torque, as you get approach stall, will kick your ass, so you just got to be heads up for that.
Oh yeah. You always want to try to get them in a left-hand turn, especially in the 109s.
Oh, I'm a 38 guy. I'm going right. I just pissed off a guy. I made him rage quit because he was behind me, and I kept my turn level, and he was making angles from me. And then as he started bringing his nose up, I just started dropping flaps and tightening my right-hand turn up, and he couldn't match it. Ended up torque rolling out, and then he got pissed off when I shot him. You know, he just doesn't understand the flight mechanics is all. But in the left-hand turn, he probably would have got his nose up and shot me.
I don't think I've had a single problem yet. Every single person I've caught, I've been able to get. But like I said, I've only got 4 kills as of now, so.
It's all right.
And one of them was on a bot, so.
Yeah, so when you get into an arena where there's a bunch of AI rolling, which is like a single name, usually like Frank or Joe or, you know, it's not bad practice to fly around and engage them. Like, just get used to shooting.
Yeah, no, I've spent a lot of, actually, as of right now, only 2 days in, 80% of the time I've spent were in custom battles.
Gotcha.
And like a dueling server where you just up and fight, and there's a lot of AIs in there, and that's where I've spent learning getting down the responses of the flight and aiming, which I'm still not very good at aiming.
That's been the hardest thing for us to adjust to.
It just gets old when there's a couple of guys with some 262s or
yeah, well, that's the nice thing
jets.
here, you know. Unless you go to a custom battle, the airplane sets are going to be similar.
Yeah. How do I, as of right now, on my HUD, all I've got is thruster, indicated airspeed, altitude, heading, and fuel. How do I extend that? How do I get the full?
The temperature and everything, you got to go into the setup and have it show. And it will say, I think it's either options or controls, one of the two.
I'll figure it out later. My plane's rolling out. Really sucks because I need to get up and get some dip.
See, if you didn't dip, you could buy yourself a new stick here inside of 6 months.
Well, as of right now, I don't need a new stick. I'm happy with what I got, so.
So you said you're at Jasper, Alabama. Where I'm not quite.
About 45 minutes west of Jasper. I'm dead smack in the middle between Birmingham and Tupelo, Mississippi.
Oh, okay. So north of Birmingham.
Yeah. Well, west.
Okay.
Are you in Alabama also?
No, I lived in Prattville for 4 years though.
Oh, okay. I actually went with a friend of mine to go look at a bike for sale down in Prattville. If I recall correctly, it was probably about a 4-hour drive from Jasper.
Man, I wouldn't think it'd be that far unless you're really... How far are you from Birmingham?
About an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, so it should be about 2.5 maybe? Because we're just 60 south of Birmingham.
Oh, okay.
Or what Prattville is. I don't live there anymore.
Is there a way to open the canopy?
I do not think so, but I haven't tried.
I noticed you'll do it on the runway when you've stopped in specific planes. I'm sneaking up behind this bomber. I hope it's an enemy. This game definitely has. Oh, of course it's a friendly. This game definitely has me checking my 6 a lot more than Aces.
Oh hell yeah! And make sure you got your engine volume low enough that you can hear ambient volume, if that makes sense.
Oh, I can hear that.
Yeah, but you also hear other airplanes as they come close to you.
I can usually hear them at about 0.8.
Is there just the one backup, look back button? That one view?
You mean look up?
No, I mean look behind you.
He's talking about there's an actual look behind button, which I think would be period for him, but I have it set to hold. Like it actually, even if you look to the left, if you hit that look behind button, it'll just turn you 180 degrees. You'll be looking right. Which relative view is not bad at the moment, but I don't like it too much. I mean, it's not as good as track IR, but it's better than nothing. Do you guys read?
I'm sorry, did we what?
Oh.
I'm sorry, I was engaged with Killing a 109.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, nobody was talking for a minute there. I thought I might have disconnected or something.
Scuzzy, I'm landing at Alpha 5. Far northern base. How big is your monitor, Bob?
42 inches.
Okay. And you're flying 1080p, right?
Correct.
Okay. And have you have anti-aliasing set all the way off?
I can't answer that question right now. I don't know.
Okay.
My views aren't bad. I
Maybe.
can tell you that.
He might have it still in there. Hey, will you do me a favor? Hand me those 5 dip cans right there.
There is a high bomber
Appreciate
right
it.
over the airfield at Alpha 4. And he is westbound, Scuzzy, at Angels, probably 8.
Oh my god. Oh, I just lost an F1 to a fucking bomber because he knocked out my pilot. Son of a
Bombers are
bitch.
no joke, man. They don't have to man their own guns, and they just put points and plus up their gunners.
Oh, they don't have the gunners are AI.
Yep.
Oh, fucking rip.
So yeah, you just got to be very, very careful attacking them.
And apparently, I can't take out my E3 or my F2, but I can take out my E1. Wow. I was not expecting that.
Location of bomber again?
He is probably Bravo 4 now. You don't have a press to talk button, do you?
Me? Yeah, I do. I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second. Let me get up in the air. What? Yeah, but I'm not actually.
Where have you? Talking to JD. It disappeared. It's been up there forever. It disappeared.
Yeah, you want to stay at least a half grid away from their airfields, Scuzzy.
Well, it seems like I'm going into my own airfield now.
Did you not see the bomber?
Negative.
I said that, but I don't actually see a prompt to set the hotkey in TeamSpeak. I'm new to TeamSpeak, by the way. I use Discord, but where can I go to set up a hotkey?
Yeah, it's under Tools, Options, and then Capture, and there'll be a option under there to have a press to talk.
I gotcha.
Scuzzy, I just rolled Northern Airfield. Be climbing south.
I'm just coming in.
But do yourself a favor, go to Options. When you land, go to Options, Graphics, and set your anti-aliasing to off.
Alright, I'll take a look.
Makes the stuff look a little not so fine-lined anymore, but you also render airplanes a whole lot better. Guys don't disappear on you. It just kills me. I gotta dumb down my graphic settings for playability, but it is what it is. I can tell you what, finding guys without my glasses is a bitch.
I can't seem to be able to get the hotkey to work. Like, I'm setting it to a hotkey, but it's not lighting me up or talking.
It's not one of your dead buttons, is it?
No.
So press to talk and the left click in that little box beside it, and then press your button. It should capture your button press. If it doesn't capture the button press, then you're going to have to assign a key. I don't know if the Logitech has software that allows you to assign a keystroke to a button.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. It will not let me set any key to it.
Huh.
I tried V, I tried E, I tried a joystick, I tried Alt, Shift.
Did you try making sure you got the press to talk button selected versus the hot mic?
Yeah, no, it grays it out when it's not selected. It won't even show up in the test when I test it.
Ooh, got lag pauses there. Don't usually get those.
Oh no, I don't know if I went AFK or if the game ended.
Yeah, don't mess with it now. If you're flying, man, go back to flying and get it started. But it should be able to capture a joystick button.
Maybe it was because it was being used in the game. I don't know. Let me try it now.
Scuzzy, I'm gauged just south of the basement too. Just south of the shield, actually. That hurt.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. It won't let me do it at all. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
Bob, you still here?
Constantly lit up, so something's wrong. Are you getting any feedback?
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening. I wasn't doing this before I started messing with it. What are you hearing?
Sorry, I'm still here. Had grandkids. I had to go downstairs and see what's going on.
No problem, brother.
What are you hearing as far as feedback?
We get a buzz sound from you. We hear myself echo, and I hear every keystroke. Dip can dropping.
Is that for me?
No.
We have a redneck on here dipping stuff.
Sure do. Oh my gosh, I wasn't doing this right.
You know, I used to do Copenhagen. I loved it.
Oh, shit, I got 3 bandits here. Oh, I am dead. Shot me right in the head. I thought it was friendlies jumping the bad guy, and that was one friendly jumping 5 bad guys.
You probably wouldn't live long in World War II, would you?
Well, unfortunately, I would say no, because I can't see worth a shit without my glasses. But the other part of the equation is airplanes don't fucking disappear on you in real life, so.
Getting old is so overrated. I hate people.
Eric disconnected from your channel. War Thunder from Satan's Angels.
Okay, so there's a huge conglomeration of enemy at our blue shield just south of the northern airfield. I killed 1 and was immediately bounced by 3 more.
Eric joined Satan's Angels. Eric joined your channel. War Thunder on Satan's Angels.
Check.
Gotcha, loud and clear.
I just had to run it as admin.
Ah, gotcha. Now it works.
Yep, seems to be working good now.
Alright. Thank you, Windows 10.
So it looks like I'm at G7.
Holy shit, dude. That's where you took off?
No, I'm sitting on a runway. How do I change where I want to come up from?
Okay, you're stuck. You have to fly now. So take off at G7 and head north toward that blue shield on the map.
Well, how do I change that in the future?
When what field you land at is what field you have to take that airplane from. If you die, you can pick a new field to roll from.
Well, how do you pick a new field?
You click on it. I'll bring up the map and left click on it. Well, you should be looking at the map when you're in the tower. So left click on the field and it'll say you selected airfield 1, airfield 2, airfield 3.
God. Now, how in the world would what is I in Russian? Why does that start my engines?
That's just the command that they map to it.
I mean, this is like forever to get up there.
It's short grids, man. Many bandits here.
Are you at A4?
Yes, I'm at our shield. Oh, somebody's shooting at me. Oh, look. Many bandits here. Son of a bitch. See, I just died and I selected the northern airfield and it rolled me from the middle. Maybe I need to land there. Where you at, Skez?
I don't know exactly.
Hit your map.
C5.
All right, keep going north. And how high are you?
I'm at 3,500.
All right, and I'd climb up a little bit more, but look around you. There was a lot of activity right there at that airfield that is not an airfield.
I was just involved in it.
Oh, okay.
Somehow I lived.
Got some very high guys over the shield and north and west of the shield. Probably 8K. Appear to be fighters. Engaged. Oh, hey, Scuzzy, passing your right side. Come back left to west. There may be a enemy fighter low around us.
No vis on you yet.
Okay, break. Somebody just shot at you. If you're low.
I'm at Angels 5.
Okay, I'm engaged low deck. Pushing them eastbound toward our field. I'm gonna call on the map. If you bring up a map, you'll see a shield.
I see the shield.
Okay, and that's where I'm going. That's where I'm at, and I'm heading eastbound at 500 feet. Guy's dead.
So am I.
Oh shit. Oh, you crashed.
Yeah, I did. I don't know why. I saw you for an instant, and then it was done.
Got 3 guys inbound our northern field, so I don't know if I'd roll there if you have a choice.
So I just click on that northern field, like
You should be able to. Yep, you should be able to. I am engaged. Check the map. Fucker got killed by AAA right as I wanted to shoot him. Break it on smoke puffs. I am right off the end of the northern field runway. Low. Where you at, Scuzz?
Coming off the runway right now.
Okay, there is a Bandito diving. He's gonna kill Clyde, something other in an F6F. I am getting the shit shot out of me here.
I'm with you.
Alright, I gotta land. Well, maybe I don't have to. Just have a graphic. Air freight sirens going off, so check your 6. Look for AC. I am east of the runway, going east. Cooling engines. You see me?
I think so.
Are you on a right-hand bank heading east?
Right.
Okay. Yeah, you're my long 6.
I have you with icon.
I turn. Okay, perfect. Alright, yeah, I've got rudder damage, so I'm gonna go ahead and put her down and grab a new plane. Sorry, I just realized it. We got axe shooting here to the north and west. I'm tally a Singleton. Bears 280, tally 2 there. 270 now. Slightly high, probably 4 or 5K.
Roger, tally.
I think the low guy, well, made both of them look bad. Go into the engaged. Second one here. Second one's a friendly. Burning, but he may not be dead. He's going in. I'm gonna put her down while I'm down here for ammo and rudder.
Roger, I need to put her down too. I took some hits.
Oh, shit. You're engaged. I'm on the way. Snap north. Airfield is north of you.
I'm right over top of it, I thought.
Are you smoking? I may not be looking at you. Thought I was looking
No, I
at you.
don't think so.
Okay.
I'm smoking a little bit, but not that bad.
Guy should be dead. RTB.
Somebody shot me down while I was landing.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Is that what the AK is shooting at?
I guess.
He probably thought it was me. Sorry. Second one at the field dive bombing, it looks like. Shit. The hell is that guy doing shooting at people? Where'd you roll from? All the way south again?
I haven't rolled. I can't
Okay.
figure out a place to go from.
Roll that metal airfield if you can.
Which one's that?
The one that's an Echo 6. I don't know what the number is. time I try to land, the sumbitch comes back.
All right, I'm airborne.
Copy. What field?
E6.
Yep. I'll be there in a second. Fucking firefight going on all around me. Shit, guy right here at the field. And AAA killed him. Oh, not good. Guy's gonna die. Ha! Over our shield on the deck. Heading south. And ball game. And on that note, gentlemen, I am out.
I understand. Thank you for your help.
Let's look at your graphics while you're waiting.
What do you mean?
Your settings. I think we did this already, didn't we?
Well, we talked about it.
Okay, go to the wheel, top left corner, the two little gears.
I don't have that yet. Hold on.
Okay. Hit escape. And then hit game options. Let me know when you're there.
I'm desperately trying to get there. Now I had this big tree up here in front of me with all the planes and stuff.
Oh, researching. Gotcha.
I don't see any way to get out of it.
Look in the corners.
I'm looking. I don't see X anywhere.
Stand by. All right, top right corner of that with all the trees is close. Or you can hit the research button again and it will minimize everything down.
There it goes.
Okay, and then hit the gears that in the top left corner. Game options.
Got it.
Graphics.
Got it.
Okay, anti-aliasing should be off. Extra AA should be none. You got a pretty robust machine if I remember right, so you can put texture quality high and shadow quality high.
Yep.
All right, good. That should be able to help you see guys better.
Okay.
Pinky, it was good talking to you, brother, and we will look for you here on TeamSpeak in the future.
Well, I'll keep applying myself.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to get in the, if you right-click on your airplane in the taskbar, you can do a test flight, Scuzzy, and just fly around and get in the feel for flying the airplanes. There's ground targets you can strafe that are friendly, but you can still strafe them. So it just gets you a better feel for gunnery and everything else.
The view has been the most distressing part.
Keeping track of everybody looking out the window.
Well, I've only got this. When you hit the rear view, you just got this one view, and there isn't anything like at least as far as I can tell, like
Okay.
Aces High.
All right, well let's go to the gears again, controls. And then hit main control axis. Actually, it's camera control, disregard.
Roger.
Okay, so you have view in battle, air, x-axis, and view in battle, air, y-axis.
Yes, I see those.
Right, give me 1 second. Let me back my shit up before I start go fucking with things. Okay, so when you click on that, view in battle, air, x-axis.
I see it.
Okay, you should have relative control checked to yes. Relative control sensitivity all the way at 100%.
Wait a minute. I've never seen this screen before. I just set it for a button.
Work with me, brother.
I am. Now I see it. Okay, I got it.
Okay, so relative control step at 34%. And multiplier of 2, which is all the way right.
Okay, now save changes.
Yes, but I think you need to assign this What button is it assigned to you? To your hat?
No, it's one of the on the base of the stick.
Okay, so yeah, that's what we need to fix here.
What do we need to do?
Okay, so increase, go to increase value.
Oh, wait a minute.
At the top there, the same thing that you were in.
I'm gasping here. Where do I need to go?
Same menu we were in.
Well, I may have gone too far. I need to go back. I don't know where to go back to.
View in battle air x-axis.
Okay, I'm there.
Okay, where it says increase value, decrease value.
Yes.
Click on increase value.
It says press a button.
Okay, hat right.
You mean like look right button?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then decrease value, look left.
Okay.
And I think that should work. May have to get Cretan. I know he doesn't have a Warthog. I've got an additional script running in the background. Which
Hey, speaking of Cretan, he said his name was Jeff Dreyer, right?
Prior.
Pryor. And where's he from?
He is in Arkansas.
And it's a picture of him and his family.
Yep. So SCSI, the X and the Y, if you can map it to your hat switch with relative control sensitivity of 100 and control step at 34% and a multiplier of 2, will give you the quarter views that you're used to. And then you set your look back button to your check 6 button to your hat down, if that makes sense.
Well, I know what you're saying, but I'm still struggling here.